Hello, Duknia.
Oh, hi, Mr. Rick.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good, thank you. Good. Hello, Trami.
Hi, teacher.
How are you, Trami?
I'm really tired.
You're
right
tired.
now. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Have you had a busy weekend?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, Noctu.
Hello teacher.
Nói to Ngọc Tú ơi, Ngọc Tú bật to mic lên con, nói to lên.
Hello teacher, can you hear me?
I can. That's better now.
Yeah.
That's better. You were soft before. Hello, Baolin.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. How are you, Baolin?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. 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 Can you, everyone, please turn your cameras on, please?
Teacher, can you wait for me a few minutes to turn on the camera?
Sure, that's fine. Okay, so who can I see? I can see Duknia, I can see you, Baolin, very clear. I can see you, Noctu, thank you. Hello, Feng Lin.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Feng Lin?
I'm good, thank you.
Good, good. Hello, Jalin. Darling.
Hello, teacher.
You are very quiet, Jialing. Can you turn yourself up a little bit, please?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, still a little bit quiet.
Oh, wait.
Can you hear her, Mrs. Ha? Can you hear Jialing?
Yes, I can hear. Gia Linh bật camera lên và nói to lên con ơi. Kìa, tất cả các bạn bật camera lên, Phương Nhi bật camera lên con.
Okay.
Trà My ơi, Trà My sao thế?
Okay, can you speak again, please, Jialing?
Hello, teacher.
Okay, that's a little bit better. Thank you. Okay, Feng Ni.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Feng Ni?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So, Feng Ni, what is the temperature in Hanoi this morning?
Wait.
About?
It's about 20.
20?
Yeah.
20 degrees. Oh, wow, not too cold.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it would be colder than that at this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, thank you. I can see you now, Trami. That's good. So, Trami, how was your prom?
The prom is very fantastic, and we are
Was good?
overjoyed. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, good. Good. So, did all the school go, or just your year?
Oh, all the school and the visitors.
And
The
visitors
students,
as well.
yes, out of my school.
Right. Wow. How many people? About?
It's around 2,000 people.
Wow, really?
Yes,
2,000 people.
really stuffy.
Yeah, wow, really big. Wow,
Yes.
very big prom. Okay, I'm glad you had a good time. Hello, Anji.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Anji?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, can you please turn your camera on?
Yes.
That's great. Thank you, Anji. Now I can see you. Okay, I think we will get started now. Most people are here. So, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you had a good start to the year, and I hope 2023 is going to be a very good year for all of you, and for me and for Mrs. Ha as well. So, are there any questions before we start? Anyone have any questions for me? Okay, so I will just quickly show you what we're going to be doing today. All right, you should all be able to see the screen, which I'm sharing with you. So we're going to be doing a short test shortly, and then we're going to be reviewing, we're going to be spending the rest of the lesson on writing. Okay, we're going to be reviewing what you wrote about the leisure graph for me. I know it's only been 2 weeks, seems longer. Seems like a long time since I last saw you. I've missed you all, so it's great to see you all again. But first, before we start the test, we're going to do a quick speaking exercise. What I want you to tell me is, what are 3 things you would do if you were the president of Vietnam? 3 things you would do if you were the president of Vietnam. Now, these don't have to be realistic. Okay, you can think of anything you like. Of course, what I'm listening for is your English, so I don't mind what you say. So I will start. So if I was the president of Vietnam, what are 3 things I would do? Let me see. I would make every Monday a holiday. Okay, so then everyone has a 3-day weekend, so they can spend more time with their family or more time relaxing. Okay, so a 3-day weekend, every Monday is a holiday. The second thing I would do is the traffic in Hanoi is really bad. So I would make it only cars can come into the city on every 2nd day. So maybe on Monday, only motorcycles and bicycles can come into the city. On Tuesday, cars can come into the city. Then on Wednesday, only motorcycles and bicycles again. Then on Thursdays, cars can come back. Okay, so that I think would maybe help solve the traffic problems. What do you think, Mrs. Ha? Would that make any difference to the traffic problem? I don't think she's listening. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm listening, but yeah. Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes.
So on Mondays, only motorcycles and bicycles. On Tuesdays, cars can come back. Okay, so every 2nd day is what I'm saying. So every 2nd day, cars can come into the city. Otherwise, they cannot. And the third thing I would do is that, because teachers are such important people and have such a big influence in their lives, I would give all teachers in Vietnam a 100% pay rise. 100%. Okay, so those are the 3 things I would do if I was the president of Vietnam. So I'm going to ask you each of you for your first one. Okay, I'll start with you, Duc Nia. Duc Nia.
Sorry, teacher. Give me 1 minute. Okay, 30 seconds, please. Okay.
Sure.
Nhớ nhá mọi người nhá, tức là khi mình nói đến 3 things mình muốn làm đó, và nhớ là cái trong cố gắng sử dụng đúng cả ngữ pháp là gì, là cái câu điều kiện không có thực, đúng không? Có thể sử dụng cái điều kiện lại 2 đấy. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ha. Okay, Duc Nia, what is one thing you would do if you were the president of Vietnam?
One thing, maybe I want to reduce the tax, because like when you buy a car in Vietnam, it's way more, the price is way more higher in other countries like Germany or something. Like when you buy a Mercedes in Vietnam, it usually costs like around like $100,000, and in other countries it may be lower the price by around like $10,000 or to $20,000.
Okay, good English, Duc Nia. Okay, very good. Okay, the only thing I would change is just your last sentence. You would say, in other countries, the price will be about 10,000, 20,000 lower. Okay, so you put lower at the end of the sentence. Okay, Duc Nia? Okay, that was good, Duc Nia, though. The rest of your English, though, Duc Nia, perfect. Okay, very good. Okay, who is next? Bao Lin. Bao Lin, what is one thing you would do if you were the president of Vietnam? One thing.
One thing I will do is decrease the congestion in Vietnam and encourage people to go to work by foot or by bicycle.
Okay, good. So you would decrease the congestion in Vietnam, and you would encourage people to go to work by foot or by bicycle. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good. That's good. Good English, Bao Lin. Excellent English. Okay, all your grammar and tense is perfect. Okay, thank you. Who's next? Knock 2. One thing from you, please.
I think I would donation more money for poor children.
Okay, I would donate more money. Donate. Yeah, please go on. Please
For
go
poor
on.
children and and I think I will help them have a better life and have a good
I will help them have a better life, yes, and have a good...
have more opportunity in life.
Okay, I would help them have a better life. I would help them have more opportunities. Needs to be plural, okay? I would help them have more opportunities in life. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Nok 2. Okay, who's next? Fung Lin. Fung Lin.
Yes.
Okay, Fung
If
Lin.
I
One
was the
thing.
president, I would change the start time of our school to 9 a.m.
Okay, because why?
Because our start time is quite early, usually at 7 a.m. and we don't have enough sleeping time.
Okay, we don't have enough. Okay, good. Fung Lin, the only thing I would change is your last sentence. You would say, we don't have enough time to sleep. Okay,
We don't have enough time to sleep.
that's better. Okay, instead of saying, you said to me, we don't have enough sleeping time, which is okay, but it's not what a native speaker would say. Okay, a native speaker would say, we don't have enough time to sleep. Okay, Fung Lin? All right, Fung Ni. One thing, please.
I have the same idea with Phương Linh, and if I
Yes.
was the president of Vietnam, I would change the time students must go to school, because I think students in Vietnam always have the time less than they need.
They have less time than they need, is what you say.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it.
Sure. Okay. Try, and I will correct it for you. Try, Fung Ni. So you would say the students, they have less time to what?
Less sleeping time.
Okay, so same thing. So students do not have enough time to sleep.
Yeah.
Is how you say it. Okay, can you say that for me, please?
They don't have enough time for sleep.
Okay, enough time or enough time to sleep is a better preposition. Students don't have enough time to sleep. Can you say that, please?
Students don't have enough time to sleep.
Okay, that's better. Okay, thank you, Fung Ni. Remember, by the way, I'm going to be asking everyone for 3 of these, so you have 2 more to go. Tra mi.
Yes.
If I was the president of Vietnam, I would.
If I were the president of Vietnam, the first thing I would do is make the Tet holiday longer from just 1 week to 1 month.
Okay,
And,
perfect English, Tra mi. Okay, that will
yes,
do.
and
Yeah.
the second thing is
Okay, I'll ask you the second thing in a moment. Okay.
Yes.
I just want one thing for the moment. Okay, perfect English though, Tra mi. That was great. Angie. Angie.
Yes.
Yeah,
If I
okay,
were
Angie. Yeah.
I would build more hospital in the province because there is, and people have to go to the cities to cure their disease.
Okay, good. So I think you said I could build more hospitals. Is that what you said? Is that the word you used to me?
I would.
Sorry, Angie, I missed that. Can you say that again, please?
Yes. If I
Yeah,
were the president of Vietnam, I would build more hospitals.
Oh, good. Okay,
in
that's
other
better.
provinces.
Yeah, you are correct. Yeah. Yeah, I thought you said could before, but would is correct. I would build more hospitals. That's good. The English is good. Thank you, Anji. Okay. Jialing. Jialing.
Yes. If I were the president of Vietnam, I will build some houses for the homeless. I say that they are so beautiful and they don't have house to live, so they have to live under the bridge. Second is I will manage traffic safety because recently a lot of people have had an accident. And the last one,
Okay, that's okay. That will do, Jialing. Thank you. I will come back to you for the last one. But that English was good, Jialing. That was good. Thank you. Okay. So going in the reverse order now, Anji. Anji.
Yes.
What is the second thing you would do?
The second thing I would do is I will widen the road so I can reduce traffic congestion.
Okay, I would. So the word is widen. Can you say that for me, please? Widen.
Widen.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Not widen. I would widen the road to reduce traffic congestion. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Anji. Prami.
Yes, the
Your
second thing.
Second thing, please.
Yes, I would increase the salary for people to make a better life. Because most of people in Vietnam is the income is unbalanced. So I think it is necessary to change the salary.
Okay, you need to say most of the people. Okay, I think you said most of people, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so you need to say most of the people in Vietnam. Salary is unbalanced, is not quite the correct word. Okay, you would have to say something like the salary is too low.
Yes.
Okay, not unbalanced means something different, as you know. Unbalanced isn't the sort of word you would use in this context. So you would just say the salary is too low. You would say for most people in Vietnam, the salary is too low, or the salary is not enough. Okay, is the best way to say that. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Trami. Phong Ni.
I'm here.
Okay, Phong Ni, number 2, please.
The second thing I would do is reduce the amount of knowledge for students in high school, because I think the exam in high school is really hard for students and they sometimes stress because of the exam.
Okay, so they sometimes get stressed. They sometimes get stressed. Need to use that verb in there. They sometimes get stressed. Okay, and just be careful that you pronounce your S's clearly on the end of exams. Has to be exams. Okay, I think the exams are too hard, or the exams, there are too many. And they sometimes get stressed because of the exams. Does that make sense for me?
Yeah, I understand.
Good. The rest of that was fine. All right. Thank you. Phong Lin, number 2, please, for you. Phong Lin. Hello, Phong Lin.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Phong Lin, your second. The second thing you would do if you were president of Vietnam.
The second thing, if I was a president of Vietnam, I would change the
Okay, do you want me to come back to you, Phong Lin?
Yes.
Okay, I'll come
Yes.
back to you in a moment. Okay, Bao Lin. Bao Lin.
Okay. The second I would do is discount the price, because if something has a affordable price, most people will have enough money to buy what they want.
Okay, good. Did you use the word discount? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, instead of saying discount the price, that means it's if you say discount the price, it means you're just talking about one price. Okay, what you want to say is I would discount the prices. I would discount prices. That means all the prices will be lower.
Yes.
Okay, but if you say discount the price, it means you're just talking about one price. So you should say discount prices. I would discount prices. Okay, thank you, Bao Lin. Feng Lin. Feng Lin. Have you thought of another reason yet? Or another thing you would do?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'll come back to you again in a moment. Remember, Feng Lin, this can be anything you like. Doesn't have to be realistic. Okay, just anything. All right, knock two.
Yes.
Knock two.
I think I would give more practical tests in school than theory tests. You know,
Sorry, which test? You would have more which...
practical tests than theory tests. Like when you study math. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, give me some minutes. I will answer again.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, knock two. Duk Nia.
Yeah. I think that
If you were president of Vietnam, what is the second thing you would do?
I would allow I would require schools to have a gym, like the actual gym, because and a cooking place for students to learn how to cook, because I think that's it's very, when not just learning on only stuff in the book in schools, we need to learn like life.
Okay,
to
I
their life,
understand.
yeah.
Okay, that is a very good reason, Duk Nia. Okay, a very good thing to think of. What is a word, Duk Nia, that begins with A that describes learning stuff in the books? One word. Can you think? Begins with the letter A. The second letter is C. AC.
I don't think I know that word.
The third letter, keep going, the third letter is A again. So ACA. It means learning stuff in books. ACA.
Academic or academy?
Oh,
something?
yes.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Okay. I don't think, schools should just teach academic things. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense? So you're using one word instead of 3 or 4. I don't think schools should teach only academic things. They should teach more life skills as well. Do you know that word, Duk Nia? Skills?
Yeah, I know that word.
Yeah, good. Okay, so that is how you would say that sentence. But that's a very good new law, Duk Nia. Okay, I think I vote for you as president. All right. Okay. Okay, Duk Nia. Who haven't we had yet? Feng Lin. Feng Lin.
My idea is the same with if I were the president, I would create more life skills classes for the student.
Sorry, more what classes, Fung Lin?
Life skill.
Life skill. You would have more life skill classes for the students. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Knock 2. That's fine. Knock 2. The reason can be short. Doesn't have to be too long. Don't worry. Knock 2. Do you have a second reason for me?
No, just 1 minute.
Okay. In fact, try to think of 2 more, please. Knock 2. Okay. You're supposed to think of 3 reasons. Okay. I'll go back to Duk Nia.
Yes.
Okay. What is number 3, the third thing you would change? Yeah.
Well, I haven't think of that yet.
Can you think of anything,
Like,
something to do with money, something to do with the way people live? Remember, it doesn't have to be realistic.
Yeah.
Okay. For example, you could say, I would give everyone who earns less than $1,000 a year, they can stay in public housing, for example. Okay. The government will pay for housing. So think of just anything, something like that. Try me.
Yes.
Okay, what is number 3 for you?
I think number 3 is train the habit of residents. Like every Sunday or weekends, they have to go out and plant trees. I think this will improve the both physical and mental health, and also improve the environment.
Okay, good. So the only thing I would change is, instead of train the habits of residents, it's better to say, I would improve the habits of residents.
Yes.
Is a better way of saying what you are saying. Okay.
Yes.
I would improve the habits of residents.
Yes.
Okay. By training them, then you can use the word train. Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's good. Thank you, Trami. Okay, Bao Ling.
I would create more career opportunities for young people and employed people, and increase the salary so that they will not be pressure when they are working.
Okay, sorry. So they will not be what when they are working? I couldn't hear the word.
They will not be pressure.
You're saying what? Pressured?
Like under pressure.
Yeah, that's better. They will not feel under pressure when they are working. That is better. Okay. They will not feel under pressure when they are working. Okay, that's good. Thank you, Bao Ling. So remember, everyone, by the way, I'm just testing your English, okay? Doesn't matter what you are saying, just how you say it. All right, Fung Ling.
If I was a president, I would open public schools that orphans could attend.
A public school that offers what, Fung Ling?
Could attend.
You would open a public school that... Can you say the sentence again, please, Fung Ling?
If I was the president, I would open public schools that orphans could attend.
You would open a public school that others could attend. Is that what you said? I would open a public school that
orphans.
Spell that word, please, Fung Lin.
ORFHANS.
Oh, I see. Sorry, orphans. Thank you. Now I can see it. Thank you, Fung Lin. Okay, orphans. I would open a public school that orphans could attend. Okay, good English, Fung Lin. and a good reason too. All right, Jia Ling. Jia Ling.
Yes. And the third things, no, second thing.
The third thing.
Yes.
Yep. The
I
third
would-
thing I would do.
The third thing I would do is I would like to do volunteer work in the hospital, like help the elder or donate blood.
Okay, that's good. So the only thing I would change, you would say, I would do volunteer work in hospital. So I would help the elderly.
Yes.
Okay, is the adjective, not elder. I would help elderly. Help the elderly. Elderly is the word. But the rest of that was good. Thank you, Jia Ling. Feng Ni. Feng Ni.
I'm here.
Okay,
The third
the third thing.
would do is plant more trees because now Vietnam is very polluted because of smoke from car, motorbike, or factories.
Okay, good English, Feng Ni. Perfect English. Well done. That's good. Okay, Anji.
The third thing I would do is I will make Saturday a holiday, so every student can sleep longer.
Okay. Okay, that's good, Anji. And again, perfect English. By the way, can you turn your cameras back on, please? Those of you who have
Yes.
turned your cameras off. I can't see you. Thank you, Baolin. Now I can see you. Thank you, Anji. Okay, Duk Nia.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the third thing from you, please?
I think like schools need to have a section that only have like sleeping pods, or like sleeping pods, because students in Vietnamese schools is always have like problems because they have to run like deadline or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Like deadlines and stuff in schools, like very late, so they don't have enough sleep. So I
Okay.
think a sleeping pod in schools will be very great for them. Yeah.
Okay, so you would say, I think a sleeping pod in schools, you would best to use the word would. Okay, Dr. Nia, would. I think sleeping pods in schools would be very good for them. Okay, it's better than will. Sleeping pods in schools would be very good for them, because remember, you were just talking about an idea. Okay, you would only use the word will if something is going to definitely happen. Does that make sense, Dr. Nia?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, okay, so if you were just talking about an idea, you use the word would. If you are going to talk about something that is going to happen for sure, then you say will. I think sleeping pods in schools will be good for students, right? That means it's going to happen. But if you were just talking about an idea, you say sleeping pods in schools would be good. Okay, thank you, Dr. Nia. Knock 2.
Yes,
Okay, knock 2.
I would improve the environment and also the air in Hanoi and Vietnam. So, in in Hanoi, like some streets have many litter in the ground. When people away away
I understand what you were saying. So the only thing I would correct, knock 2, you would say streets have a lot of litter on the ground. Okay, you can't say streets have many litter on the ground. You can't use many in that way. So you have to say streets have a lot of litter on the ground, or streets have too much litter on the ground, but not many. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to say, Noktu?
Yeah, I think I finished.
Okay, you finished. Okay, so thank you, everyone. All right, thank you everyone for doing that exercise. Actually, you all had some very good reasons. Like I said before, they don't have to be real for this exercise. All I want to hear is your English, okay? And it gives me a chance to correct your English one-to-one, which we don't always get the chance to do during our lessons. Does anyone have any questions about that? That was interesting for me too, by the way, everyone, because it also gave me an idea of the sort of things that might need changing in Vietnam to make Vietnam a better place. So one thing I heard about, several of you mentioned, was pollution. Okay, there's too much pollution in Vietnam, traffic congestion, too much traffic congestion. And the third thing is students have to work too hard. Okay, and don't get enough sleep. Tra Mi was saying to me before that she's feeling very tired. All right, and Tra Mi, I am guessing because you have to work very hard and you have to start school too early. Someone said to start school at 9 o'clock. In most Western countries, school doesn't start till 8:30 or 9 o'clock, much later than Vietnam. So the students in those countries have it much easier. Okay, I know sometimes you have to start school at 7:30. Is that right, Tra Mi?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sometimes
very early.
earlier than 6. Yes, at 6.
What, you start school at 6?
I have to get up at 6, so
Yeah,
this is really early for me.
Yeah, that is early for people of your age. I know that is early for people of your. The only thing, Tra Mi, one thing I will just say by the by, when you get older, okay, it gets easier to get up. All right, it does.
Yes, I know that.
When you get past the age of about 30, it gets easier. But this time, for this time and probably for the next 10 years, you will find it hard to get up early. I know that. I remember. All right. Again, thank you everyone for taking part in that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do now is this test. Okay, so what I want you to do here is put the words in the correct order to make sentences. All right, so all the words you need to make the sentence are there, but the order is all mixed up. Okay, so Duknia.
Yes.
Okay, you will do sentence 1, please. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Tra Mi.
Yes.
Sentence 2, please.
Yes.
Okay. Knock 2.
Yes.
Sentence 3, please. For you. Bao Ling.
Yes.
Sentence 4, please.
Yes.
Hung Ling. Hello, Fung Ling.
Yes.
Okay, sentence 5, please. Jia Ling.
Yes.
Sentence 1, please.
Yes.
Okay. Bong Ni.
Yes.
Sentence 2, please. Okay. Anji.
Yes.
Okay. Sentence 3. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready, Duknia?
Yes, I think I am.
Okay.
Can you move to make? Oh, wait.
Okay. You want me to come back to you, Duknia? Or do you have?
Can you move over to make room for your sister?
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Duknia. Tra Mi.
I'm just to the first sentence is when Caroline asked Harry to read over her essays. I just do that.
It's actually only one sentence. Okay. The whole
Yes.
thing is one sentence. All right. I come back to you, Tra Mi. All right. Knock 2.
Look, have Luke have invited me to back his house tomorrow.
Okay, close, almost, not to, almost. I will come back to that. Bao Ling,
What do you have? What do you have on tomorrow?
Okay, that is the easy one. Okay, very good. That is perfect, Bao Lin. Thank you. Fung Lin.
Can you give me a few minutes?
Okay, all right. Zha Ling,
Yes.
number one.
Yes. I think is can you move over to make room for your sister?
Is correct. Thank you, Zha Ling. 100% correct. Feng Ni,
I'm here.
what do you think?
I'm
Number two.
not finished. I haven't finished.
You haven't finished. Okay, this one's a little bit hard. Anji,
Luke has invited me back to his house tomorrow.
correct, Anji. Okay, that one wasn't too hard. Okay, Trami,
Yes,
have you worked it out
Uh,
yet?
I have finished it.
Okay,
It's when Caroline asked Harry to read over her essays, she's finished it. I don't know if it's correct or
not
not.
quite. No, it's not quite. Who else? Feng Ni.
I'm here.
Okay, what do you think number two should be?
I think Harry asked Caroline when she finished her essay. I just think that I haven't finished.
Okay, you're getting closer. Anji,
I think it's when Harry asked Caroline to read her essay, she has finished. I think so.
okay, this one is a little bit hard. All right, so this one here should actually give you a clue. Okay, because over has a full stop beside it. Okay, which means if it's got a full stop, it must be what, Trami? If this word has a full stop beside it.
Oh, I think it's to read.
No, if the word over has a full stop beside it. So where in the sentence does over come?
Finish.
Yes, at the end of the sentence, okay, because over has a full stop beside it. So there is one clue, okay? So over must be the last word of the sentence. Sorry, knock two.
Yes,
Did you do number three for me?
Luke had invited me to back his house tomorrow.
Okay, good. Luke, so this word here is pronounced invited. Knock two. Yeah, can you say that for me, please?
Invited.
Invited, correct. Not invited, invited. All right, thank you, Knock two, that's correct. Okay. Where are we at with number three? Sorry, number two. Feng Ni.
I'm here.
Okay, what do you think of number two now, Feng Ni?
I think Harry asked Caroline to read her essay when she finished it's over.
Not quite. Okay, little bit tricky. Anji. Number two.
When I have no idea.
Okay, all right. You should be able to get the answer to this, but I will help you, of course, if you can't. Try me.
Sorry, but I have no idea too.
You don't have the idea. Okay. Is there anyone else who can do number two? All right, I'll come back to that. In the meantime, Fong Lin,
I think
number
it's the light.
5. Yeah,
The light in her bedroom had on, so I know Eva was at home.
sorry, can you say that again, please, Fong Lin?
The light in her bedroom had on, so I know Eva was at home.
Good, that's very good, Fong Lin, excellent. All right, you figured that out very well. Number 2, anyone? Can anyone do number 2? Remember, over has to be the last word. Okay, what do you think the first word is, Trami?
I think it's when.
Correct, okay, and you know it is when because it has a capital letter, all right? I know Harry and Caroline also have capital letters, but you will quickly see that they can't start the sentence. Has to be when, and also when has a capital letter. So you know that is the first letter, the first word, sorry, of the sentence. All right, Fung Ni, what is the second word?
I think it's Harry.
Not Harry. Anji, what is the second word?
I think it's Caroline.
Correct. Okay, when Caroline. Okay, try me. What is the third word?
Ask.
No, when Caroline is not asked. Fung Lin,
Yes.
what is the third word? The first two are when Caroline.
When Caroline finish.
Yes. Okay. What is the fourth word, Anji?
I think it's when Caroline finished her essay, she asked
Correct.
to read it over. I think so.
Sorry, she asked.
She asked Harry to read it over.
Is correct. Okay, so Trami and Fung Ni, I guess you are close to the answer now, but here it is. I'll put the arrow on the correct ones. When Caroline finished her essay, she asked Harry to read it over. Remember, over has to be the last word. So that is that sentence. So that one a little bit complicated. Okay. Any questions about any of those? I think it's good to play word games occasionally, just to test. All right. So what we're going to do now is going to look at the graph, which I showed you last time. All right, and quickly check the answers that you said. So the first thing you have to do, of course, and what you have done here is the paraphrase. Knock two.
Yes.
Remember, with writing task 1, you use the acronym HOT to help guide you with your answer. Can you remember what the letters in POT stand for?
H and
Can you remember?
um
For writing task 1, you use the acronym POT to help guide your answer. Can you remember what each letter in POT stands for?
it's X and
The first one
it's
is P, stands for paraphrase.
I
Okay.
know I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
that.
What does the O stand for? Can you remember?
Okay. I remember, but I
That's okay. That's okay. Bao Ling.
I just remember that POTP is stand for paraphrase. O
what
is
does
stand
O?
for overall.
Correct. What does T stand for?
The T for the
Okay. Anji, what does the T stand for in pot?
I have no idea.
Ah, you've forgotten. Okay, I'm glad I'm reviewing this with you. Duknia,
Yes.
what does the T stand for in the acronym POT?
I think I forgot it.
Okay. Trami.
It's two detailed paragraph.
Thank you, Trami. You are correct. Okay, everyone. So P stands for paraphrase. Okay. O stands for overview, and T stands for two detailed paragraphs. So this is the formula you use to answer any part 1 writing question. Okay, the first thing you do is a paraphrase of the title of the graph. The second thing you do is an overview or summary of what the graph is showing. And then the third and fourth paragraphs, two detail paragraphs describing in detail what is happening. Does that make sense to you now, Noctu? Hello, Noctu.
Yeah. Can you repeat that?
I can hear you, Noctu. Does that make sense? Paraphrase, overview, two detail paragraphs.
Đọc từ ấy nói to lên, bật mic ca to lên, nói to xem nào, nói bé quá.
Can you repeat the
Yeah,
question?
so can you remember now, Noctu, what POT stands for? Paraphrase,
paraphrase, overview, two
detail paragraphs. Okay, so that is the formula, if you like, or that is how you answer all these part 1 writing questions. Okay, the first paragraph is a paraphrase. The second paragraph is an overview or summary of what the graph is about. And then the next two paragraphs are detailed paragraphs about what is actually happening in the graph. Okay, so everyone, please remember POT. It will help you answer these questions every time. Every time. That's the formula or pattern you have to follow. POT. I will ask you next week, see if you remember. Okay, very quickly, looking at your answers, please try me. Can you read me your answer?
Yes. This graph shows the number of people. I forgot to read this word.
Okay, so how you pronounce this, everyone, by the way, you say in thousands, in thousands, okay? You could even write this in if you want to try me like this, okay?
Yes.
See what I've done there? So this graph shows the number of people in thousands, all right?
Yes.
Okay, please continue. Please continue.
Who regularly watch sporting events, the information recorded is from people who are 15 to 41 plus years old.
Okay, that's very good, Trami. So just maybe only one change I would make here to yours. There probably should be another word in here. Okay, can you see where I'm pointing?
From.
From. And actually, in that case, there's another word I'm thinking of. Begins with A. 4 letters. Trami. 4 letters. Begins with A.
Age.
Yes. Well done, Trami. Okay. This will make it even better. All right. It will make it better because it shows you know how to use these words and where to use them. Does that make sense now, Trami?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Baolin.
This graph demonstrates the number of people who regularly watch sporting events at the age of 15 to 41.
Okay, 15 to 41. Do you remember how you say this?
Plus.
Here, plus, correct. 15 to 41 plus. Okay, so what I will do, Balin, is it's better to use what this phrase is here. Okay,
Yes.
who are aged, rather than saying at the age of 15 to 41 plus. Okay, it makes it sound like the way you have written it makes it sound like you are talking about just one person. Okay, so have to make it plural. All right, so you see how I've changed it, Balin? Hello, Balin.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I can hear you now. So you can see how I've changed it.
Yes, I see.
Okay, good. All right. There is one more change, but I will do it with some of the others. Anji.
This graph illustrates the number of people in thousands who regularly watch sporting events.
Okay, so that is okay, Anji, but again, you probably need to have a bit more detail. Will get you a better mark, okay? So the first detail you need is this one here, all right? The number of people in thousands aged from 15 to 41. Okay, Anji?
Yes.
Okay. And the second detail, which would get you a better mark, is how many sporting events are there in the graph?
I think it was
How many? Have a look.
E6.
Correct. Okay, so it's probably better to actually have that in your paraphrase, okay? Who
Yes.
regularly watch 6 sporting events. If you have time during your answer, you could even make a list of them. Okay, so soccer, tennis, golf, rugby, athletics, or cricket. Okay, Anji, does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, Fung Ni.
From here.
Okay, Fung Ni, please read what you have written.
This graph describes the number of people who regularly watch sporting events.
Okay, Fung Ni. So exactly the same as I said to Anji also applies to you. Okay, so what you have written is correct, but to get a higher mark for this paraphrase, you need to include this detail, okay? Okay, the people are aged from 15 to 41, which obviously you can get from here, this box here, and you also need to say how many sporting events and maybe what they are as well. Okay, Fung Ni?
Yeah.
Okay, Zha Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Zha Ling, please read what you have written.
This graph demonstrates the number of people who regularly watch sporting events.
Okay, so same for you as well, Zha Ling. So what you
Yes.
have written is correct. Okay, your English is perfect, but you would get better marks if you include these details.
Yes.
All right, aged from 15 to 41, and also how many sporting events, and also maybe what they are. So there are 6 sporting events, and obviously their names are here. So you could write those in your paraphrase as well if you wanted. Viet An. Oh, Viet An's not here. I knew there was someone missing. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you are here, Viet An.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had joined the class. Sorry, Viet An.
Yeah.
Okay, can you please read your answer, Viet An?
The graph illustrates about the number of people who regularly watch sport events.
Okay, is almost correct, Viet An. Okay, almost correct. Okay, so can you see Tra Mi's answer here, Viet An?
Lead graph.
Yeah, can you read Trami's
Lead graph
answer?
shows the number of people in 0 second.
Okay, sorry, Viet An, this is pronounced in thousands. In thousands. This is short. This is an abbreviation for thousands. So in thousands.
Thousand.
Yeah.
Thousand. Who regularly watch sporting event. The information recorded it from people who are aged from 15 to 41 years old.
Okay, and this one here is pronounced plus. Okay, 41 plus years old. Okay, so this answer is more complete, Viet An. Okay, so it's a better answer than your one, and it's a better answer because it describes, all right, what the title of the graph is actually about. Does that make sense, Viet An?
Yes.
Okay, so to change your one, Viet An, so this part is almost correct, but you would need to say the number of people aged from 15 to 41 plus years old who regularly watch 6 sporting events. Okay, Duk Nia.
This graph depicts the percentage of people between the ages of 15 and 41 plus who usually watch sporting events.
Okay, so you've used the word usually, which is okay. That's not a bad synonym, Duk Nia. Okay, so that's good. I'm glad you actually changed that. All right, that's good that you used a different word. And again, to make this answer better, you would just put in 6 sporting events and maybe what the names of the sporting events are. Okay, if there are not too many of them. If it was like 20 different sporting events, you wouldn't put them all in because too many to list. But when it's maybe less than 6 sporting events, you can write the names down. Does that make sense, Duk Nia?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good. Phung Lin.
This graph demonstrates the number of people who regularly watch sporting events.
Okay, good, Phung Lin. So the reason I actually got you to read it out, even though it's similar to other people's answers, is I wanted to hear you pronounce this word here, which you did correctly, Phung Lin. Excellent. Even funnily enough, people who are native English speakers often mispronounce words like this that have 2 L's. They say something like regularly, okay, which is, of course, is not right. So I'm glad you pronounced it correctly, Phung Lin. So that's good. Regularly. Okay, so with your answer, Phung Lin, same for you as I've been saying to the other ones, okay? You need to put in something about the ages of these people and maybe also how many sporting events. All right, and knock two.
There's
Okay.
This graph shows the number of people watching sport event.
Okay, so again, same for you, knock two. You need to put in this bit about the ages, all right?
Yes.
Okay, and also maybe how many sporting events.
Yes.
Okay, and also you need an S on the end of show. Yeah, has to be shows. This graph shows the number of people who are watching sporting events. Okay, so I hope that makes sense about how you paraphrase the title of this graph. All right, to get maximum marks, all right, you need to put in something about this, okay, and mention the sporting events. All right, you will get okay marks just for saying about this graph shows people who regularly watch sporting events, but you will get maximum marks if you also include this and this in your paraphrase. So just a little bit more detail. All right, which leads us to the overview paragraph, which I'm going to get you to write now, and that will take us the rest of the lesson. So remember the overview paragraph. I will just share this with you for a moment. The overview paragraph. Okay, Duknia,
Yes.
can you please read this first sentence for me, please?
Now paraphrase the title of the book. Of the book. Oh, wait. What?
No, sorry, this one here where it says, can you see this overview?
No.
Oh, you can't see it.
Yeah.
You can't see. Okay, sorry. I'll share it with you again. Sorry, everyone. Okay, Duknia, can you see it now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, can you please read the first paragraph of number 2?
Overview. This is the most important paragraph in task 1. Summarize the key features. If you don't have an overview, you won't get a book band score 5.
Okay, I'm assuming everyone knows how the band score works. All right. Band score, the highest score you can get is 9 in this test. All right. That means you are speaking perfect English. A lot of native speakers wouldn't get 9. All right. Your English has to be perfect. All right. If you don't have an overview, you won't get above band score 5. 5 is about the middle score. So you want to get above the middle score. I'm sure all of you want to get a score of around about 7. So you must have an overview paragraph. It is the most important paragraph because it describes the key features of the graph. So that's what we're going to be doing now. So we're going to be doing, remember, POT. So POT was to paraphrase the title, which we've just done. Now we are looking at overview, which is the most important paragraph in this exercise for writing task 1. And again, this is where you describe the key features, such as the high points and low points on the graph or chart or table. Okay, which country spent more money if the graph is about countries? If it's not about countries and is about something else, which category was highest? Which category was lowest? You need to highlight 2 to 4 key features. And you start your overview with a word like overall, or it can be clearly seen that. Trami, does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Good. Jialing.
Yes.
Does this make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. And I emphasize this again. I know I've done this with some of you several times, but this paragraph is the most important paragraph of your answer. Okay, if you don't have it, you can't get a good mark. And you have to do it correctly to get a good mark. Okay, so we're going to discuss this quickly, then we will start writing. So what I just showed you said you have to identify 2 to 4 key features of this graph. 2 to 4 key features. So please just take a minute or so to look at this graph now and think to yourself, what are 2 or 3 or 4 key features, such as what is the highest, what is the lowest, or what is the most, what is the least? Okay, so you are looking for the key features, 2 or 3 of them. Anji, I'm going to start with you, please. Anji,
Yes.
Can you give me one key feature of this graph?
I think it's the people age 41 or older participate the most.
Sorry, Angie, I couldn't quite hear that. Can you say that again, please? You think?
The pupil age 41 years old or older watch
Yeah.
tennis the most among all.
Okay, so did you use the word participate? Remember, it's not participate, it's about watching sport. All right, so just have to be a little bit careful about that. Participate means to take part, to play the sport. Is that the word you said? Did you say participate, Angie?
I don't really know.
Oh, sorry, I thought that's the word you said. Okay. All right, so let me paraphrase what I think you said, Angie. You said people aged 41 years or older watch the most sport. Is that what you mean, Angie?
Yes.
Okay, you are correct. So everyone, that is one key feature, which is fairly obvious. You will see the green bar here, okay, represents people who are 41 plus years old. And it's easy to see that people who are more than 41 years old watch sport more than anyone else. That is key feature number one. Look, Nia.
Yes.
Can you give me another key feature, please?
Key features.
Another key feature. Okay, so you heard the first one,
Yeah.
what the first key feature was?
What? I can't hear you.
Did you hear what the first
Yeah.
key feature was? Okay, can you give me another key feature or main feature?
People between 15 and 25 years old watches athletics watches athletics the least. Wait, what did I say?
Not quite. I know what you are trying to say, but that is not quite a key feature, Nia. Okay, that is something that would go in the detail paragraph. Okay, but it's not exactly a key feature. But I know what you are trying to say, but there is a better way of expressing that. Bao-lin. Bao-lin. Hello, Bao-lin.
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay, Bao-lin. So what is another key feature of the graph?
Oh, the key feature, I think is the highest point and lowest point.
Sorry, at this point, you're not sure.
I don't have any idea.
You don't have any idea. Okay, very honest, Bao-lin. Okay, that's fine. All right, so remember everyone, with the key feature or main features, we are looking for things that are the most or the least, all right, or the biggest or the smallest. So the first key feature, Trami, what was the first key feature?
The first key features is pupil in the age of 41 or older regularly watch tennis and golf.
Not quite, not quite. I will paraphrase it again. The first key feature is people who are aged 41 years or older watch more sport than any other age group. Does that make sense, Trami?
Yes.
Okay, so that is one key feature. Okay, the second key feature, remember key features, again, are looking at things that are the biggest or the most, or are the smallest or the least. Okay, so Trami, what is the opposite of the first key feature?
The pupil in age 15 to 25 don't watch wolf.
You are correct, Trami. Okay, Bao-lin.
Yes.
Now do you understand what I am trying to talk about. Okay, so the second key feature was people in this age group, 15 to 25, which is measured by the red bars in the bar chart, okay, watch sport the least of any age group. So the first key, remember, I keep saying we're looking for, in your overview paragraph, you are looking for the key features, and key features are to do with what is the biggest, what is the smallest. So the first key feature is people aged 41 plus years watch the most sport, or regularly watch the most sport. The second key feature is people aged between 15 to 25 years, okay, watch the least sport. Okay, so now we've looked at the age groups. So now, Bao-Lin, another key feature would be to look at the sports themselves. What is the most popular sport?
Is tennis.
Tennis is the most popular sport.
Yeah. Yes.
I think, yes, I think you are right. You would have to get what is the most, how did you work that out, Bao-Lin?
Because I compare it with another sport. So I think tennis has
Sure.
is the most popular.
Okay, sure. You can easily see, everybody, that tennis is the most popular sport with the 41 plus age group, okay, because this one here. But to work out exactly what is the most popular sport, you would have to add up the totals of each of these bars very quickly. So very quickly you could say, and I'm saying this very roughly, you might say tennis has maybe 50,000 41 plus, it has 30,000 26 to 40, and it has about 15,000 15 to 25. So you would have to add those three figures together and make sure that it was the most popular sport with all age groups. But I think what Bao-Lin said is correct. Tennis is the most popular sport for people to watch. And again, for your fourth key feature, what is the opposite of the most popular sport? Feng Lin.
Can you say again?
Yeah, so we've decided that tennis is the most popular sport.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think is the least popular sport?
The least popular sport was Atletica.
Okay, it's pronounced athletics. Can you say that for me, please?
Oh, athletics.
Almost. Can you say
S.
And the second part of the word is letics.
Athletics.
Correct. Athletics. Do you know what athletics are, Feng Lin?
I don't know.
Okay, athletics are sports like running, jumping. Okay, those sports, running, jumping, and where they throw the shot put. Okay, those are what are called athletics sports. All right, so I think you're correct. So athletics is the least popular sport. So now we have our four key features. Jialing.
Yes.
Okay, Jialing, can you tell me what the first two key features are for the overview?
Can you say it again?
What, for our overview, we need to have 3 or 4 key features. So we've identified 4 of them already. can you now tell me, can you remember what are the first two key features? Can you remember what the first one was? It was to do with this age group, 41 plus.
I have no idea.
Okay, darling. Anji.
Yes.
Okay, Anji, what was our first key feature?
Our first key feature is the highest and the lowest.
Yeah, so what actually is the first key feature?
I think it's tennis and athletics.
No, sorry. What is the first thing we talked about with this graph? It is to do with this age group here.
It's the highest is a person from age 41 or older. Watch the most.
Sorry, Anji, your microphone is, the sound is breaking up a little bit. Xialing,
Yes.
could you hear what he said then? Could you hear most of what he said?
I heard that about the age.
Yes, so the first key feature, everyone, okay, is that people in the 41 plus age group, okay, watch more sport than everyone else or than anybody else. Knock two.
Yes.
What did I just say, Knock two? What is the first key feature?
The people in the 41 years old watch more sport than everyone.
Good. Thank you for paying attention, Knock two. That is correct. So the first key feature, everyone, people in the 41 years old age group watch more sport than anyone else. That is the first thing to put in your overview. So the second key feature is the opposite of that. So what is the second key feature? Duknia.
Yeah. Yes.
What is the second key feature? Remember, I just said it's the opposite of the first key feature.
The 15 and 25 years old watch the least sports.
Is correct. Yes. Good, Duknia. That is correct. Okay, so our second key feature is that people in the 15 to 25-year-old age group, okay, watch the least amount of sport. Good. Okay, so now we have our first two key features. The first one, people 41 plus watch the most sport. People aged 15 to 25 watch the least sport. Okay, Trami, can you remember what the third key feature is?
Sorry, I don't remember that.
Okay, so now we've been looking at age groups. Now we're looking at sports for our next key feature. All right, what is the most popular sport, Trami?
I think it's tennis.
Correct. Okay, so you would say as your third key feature, tennis is the most popular sport. All right, for watching. Most, overall, and it's not the same as you can see for every age group, of course, but overall, more people watch tennis than any other sport. Okay, it has the most people watching it overall. And you know that because you add together these three columns here, these three bars, you add together the totals. So this one is about I said 50 before. It's about 48,000. Trami, how many 26 to 40-year-olds watch tennis?
About 30,000. 30,000.
A little bit more, maybe, Trami. You can see it's here, isn't it? So it's
30,
maybe about
33.
Yeah, about 33. Correct. Thank you, Trami. Fonglin. Fonglin.
Yes.
How many 15 to 25-year-olds watch tennis?
15 to 55 years old. It's about 18.
Yeah, roughly. Maybe a bit less, maybe about 15, 16, 17, about, okay? Just
Yeah.
roughly. Okay, you are correct. I'm glad you're looking in the right place. That's good. So again, if you add all these figures together, 48, 35, 17, all right, that would probably, I'm sure, show you that tennis is the most popular viewing sport, the most popular sport for people to watch. That is our third key feature. So what is the fourth key feature? Fung Ni. Fung Ni.
I'm here.
Yes, Fung Ni. So can you tell me what the fourth key feature is?
Can you say it again?
Okay, I will give you a summary. The first key feature of this graph for your overview paragraph is that people aged 41 plus watch the most sport. Okay, Fung Ni? That's the first key feature. The second key feature is that people aged 15 to 25 watch the least sport. Does that make sense, Fung Ni?
Yeah.
Okay, the third key feature of this graph, tennis is the most popular sport for people to watch. Okay, what do you think the fourth key feature is?
I think it's the athletics is the sport has least people watch.
Yes, you are correct. Thank you, Fung Ni. Okay, athletics is the least, you could probably say least popular sport for people to watch.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, good, Fung Ni. So Fung Ni, do you understand all four key features now?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay,
Also.
good. All right. This is because I know we're running out of time, but this is what we're going to write about next time. Okay, Duknia.
Yes.
Do you understand what all four key features are now?
Yeah.
Okay. Prami,
Yes.
do you understand what all four key features are now?
Yes, I understand.
Good. Nok 2,
Yes.
do you understand the four key features?
Yes.
Good. Bao Lin,
Understand.
you understand?
Yes.
Good. Jia Ling, Jia Ling, where is she gone? Can't see her at the moment. Okay. Jia Ling. Fung Lin.
Yes.
Okay, Fung Lin, do you understand the four
Yeah.
key features now? Good. Anji,
Yes.
do you understand the four key features?
Yes.
Okay. Viet An.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you understand the four key features of this graph, Viet An?
Yes.
Okay. So once again, I know you've all said yes, but this is important. So once again, I'll tell you, because this is what you are going to write about next week, okay? The first key feature is that people who are aged 41 plus years watch the most sport. Remember, of course, there are different ways in which you can say this. So I'm probably changing how I say the key features each time, but the key features themselves don't change. So again, key feature number 1 is people aged 41 plus years watch the most sport. Number 2, people aged 15 to 25 watch the least sport. Number 3, the most popular sport for people to watch is, what is it, Balin?
The next key feature is athletic is the least popular.
Sorry, which is the most popular one?
The most popular is tennis.
Okay, and the least popular, I will ask, sorry, Viet An.
Việt Anh nghe nói
Yes.
nhanh Việt Anh.
Yeah, Viet An, what is the least popular sport? What is the least popular sport for watching? Can you tell me?
Over 41 plus 0.
Sorry, Viet An, I'm talking about the sports now, okay? Which sport is the least popular? No, tennis is the most popular. Okay, you can see here the most people watch tennis. Tennis has the most people. Which sport, okay, is the least popular for people to watch?
Is soccer.
No, not soccer, okay? Have a look at the chart, please, Viet An, okay? Which sport has the least number of people watching? Least means the fewest number of people watching. So you can see tennis has the most number of people watching. What sport has the least popular, least number of people watching?
Golf.
No, it is this one, Viet An. Okay, athletics. You can see athletics has the lowest number of people overall. Athletics has the least number of people watching. Okay, and you can see by looking at the different heights of the bar chart. Okay, everyone, so I know it is lunchtime, 12 o'clock. All right. So let me see. Duk Nia.
Yes.
Can you just stay behind for a couple of minutes, please?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, everyone. So next week, all right, I will be getting you to write your overview paragraph, and your overview paragraph has how many key features? Knock 2.
Ngọc Tú nghe thầy hỏi chưa Ngọc Tú ơi?
Yes.
How many key features in the overview paragraph?
4 key features.
4 key features, correct. Thank you, Knock 2. You're going to be writing about 4 key features next week in the overview paragraph. Okay, thank you, everyone. I know it's time for lunch. All right, so I hope you all have a good afternoon and a good week at school. Oh, Prami, how was your test? How did your test go, the one you told me about?
The result is very not what I want.
Oh, really? Okay. I'll talk to you about that next time. Okay, Prami? Then we'll maybe work out why. All right.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. So thank you, everybody. Like I say, thank you for coming to the lesson. All right. Have a good week. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. All right. Bye.
Okay, goodbye everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Đức Nghĩa, thầy hỏi Đức Nghĩa ở lại nhá. Okay.
Okay, so Duk Nia, I'm just doing this with all the students. I just want to check with you, okay, that you are happy with the lessons, okay, that you are learning something from the lesson, and that you understand the lesson.
Yes.
Okay, so the lesson is not too easy for you or not too hard.
Yeah, I think it's like the lesson is suitable for me, and it's,
Okay, that's what I want to know. It's suitable for you, and you can understand most of the things that I am talking about?
yes. Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me, Dr. Nia?
I don't think I have one. It's good right
Okay,
now. So yeah.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Dr. Nia. By the way, so I think your speaking is very good, Dr. Nia.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
you are already very fluent. So what I will work on to improve with you in the future, I will just need to correct some of the words. One or two of the words you use aren't quite right sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's nothing to worry about. You're very good at forming sentences.